Cool.
Welcome, gamers and geeks, to another D&D session. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM. I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. And today we're playing Ocean Odyssey. We're on episode 38, I think, something like that. 48. And would you guys like to introduce yourselves, please?
I guess I'll go first. Hello, I'll be playing Forces, the Half Sea Elf Storm Sorcerer Bard. I've led us to treasure. Aren't I great?
Hello, I'm Lila, the half-drow bard, and Forces has led us to death.
Literally.
Yes.
I am the standard half-elven paladin.
Uh-huh. And that leaves Seaman Key, because Kitty's not feeling up to playing.
Hello, I am the Seaman Key. I have some minor daddy issues and stabbing issues, but not really loyalty problems, so that's something.
Okay, and what happened last time we played?
We crashed into
to stab people.
We crashed into an invisible turtle island thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which we then made visible so that we could see what we hit. And Forces went running off into the jungle looking for treasure and found a pirate ship whose captain is a lich.
Yeah. So a few undead had shown up before that as well, but to be fair.
Yeah, we'd seen some undead, but kept going and found the leader and was like, yeah, maybe I should do this by myself. And
He
came
even
back.
announced to the leader, I'm here to steal your stuff.
He's like, yes, I came to steal your stuff. And then later was like, that would be a bad idea. And he was like, maybe by myself. So Forces came back to the ship, and a few minutes later, 10 skeletons came rushing out of the jungle or forest, whatever, towards the ship. And we decided we were going to fight them.
Mm-hmm.
And Craxian, on the back of his mighty tiger, leaped over the side of the ship and straight into the midst of them, and killed 6 of them in 2 swings.
Yes.
And
The T-Rexes came to take their place.
Yes.
yeah, and then 4 zombie T-Rexes came out, and that was a little bit more of a challenge, but we managed to beat them down too. And then we proceeded to go find this thing and talked with the captain of that ship. And Forces and Lyra stayed on that ship while Craxian and Kitty went back to our ship to talk to our captain about bringing the undead on his crew, at least temporarily, until we get off the back of this thing, because we didn't want them turning this thing into an undead moving siege weapon.
Why not?
Because that would be bad.
I don't think so. I think it'd be a great idea. Let's do it.
With the plan to basically, because we figure the undead are going to try to attack us later, so we're going to fight on our ship with them down the line. And we were on our way back to relay the information that they could come aboard to the undead crew or captain.
Mm-hmm.
We left off with Craxian and Kitty getting very close to the ship, and Seaman Key having sent a message to Craxian about the undead captain is particularly interested in one of the pieces of his treasure hoard. Not sure what exactly to do with that information quite yet, but it's interesting to know that he has a really particular interest in one piece of treasure. And I think that's what happened last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, what piece of treasure?
A red
What?
ruby.
Yeah, it was like a ruby necklace or something.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Cool.
That we all love in character know what it is, but in character we just know it's of particular interest to him.
It's shiny. Yes. That he's protective of that item. Yes. Okay. So. Yeah, so Falsus and Kitty were coming back to the ship. Seaman Key has informed them that this is the treasure that the Lich is particularly fond of. What do you do?
Good, Colonel. Get on the ship, and I'm going to head to the captain and be like, so, good news. Our captain has agreed to allow you and your crew to come on board.
He did not feel the need to parley. Curious.
We need crew. You need a ship. You need a ship near water. It's in everyone's best interest at the moment to work together.
Very well. Lads, let's go. And the his treasure guard, his favorite lieutenants, the guys all with bullet holes through their chests, pick up various items, including a treasure chest. And
How big is this treasure chest? Is it big enough for only one of them to carry, or are they both carrying it together?
at least two of them are carrying it.
Because there's, what, 8 of them?
Yes.
Seaman Key is probably going to go off ahead.
Going through the trees. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So, what'd the captain say anyway?
What did which captain say?
I'm asking our paladin, what did the captain say? Me and Forces weren't with him when they went to talk.
He agreed that this makes the most sense.
Was that it?
You can probably tell with your passive insight that was not it, but they're deliberately not stating what else there was.
Fair enough.
At least not within in earshot of.
Exactly. Not within earshot.
Forces finishes up since the zombies / skeletons / undead are getting ready to go collect the treasure. He finishes up his game of patty cake. Well, this was nice. Back to the ship.
Aye, let's go. Now you mentioned something, I believe, about wanting to patch up your own ship with any serviceable planks of mine. Is that still the case?
If at all possible, because we did kind of run into the island.
So mostly the prow of the vessel that was damaged, yes?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, since I won't be needing this vessel anymore, have at it.
Okay. Given my knowledge of sea vehicles, can I collect the right pieces?
You might need some tools. And
Have a knife. That is it.
and perhaps enough. Yeah, given that your experience with ships, you probably would be able to identify which planks were seaworthy and which were not.
Cool. I'm guessing there's no serviceable tools on this ancient ship, so I'm gonna have to go back and get the tools we need.
If that's what you want to guess, go for it.
Okay, can I all right, then I'll search the ship for serviceable tools.
All right.
Which will be like...
Searchy, search.
Yay! Oh, look at that!
You
I find
find
absolutely
nothing.
nothing.
You find literally nothing.
Oh my god!
Would you prefer if I just polymorph and start smashing shit? Would that be
No.
easier for you?
No, we
Broken
can have to like...
Broken timbers aren't going to help.
Yeah. We already have broken timbers. If we
Yeah,
want...
exactly. You've already got broken timbers. You need ones that are not broken.
You could... I don't know...
Help him look. Or,
yeah. Yeah, help me see it.
Ask one of the other crew.
What do I need to roll?
For perception?
Oh, if it was perception, that's a different story. That was an investigation. If I'm just looking at stuff, that's a different story.
Yeah, you're just looking around, seeing if you can...
Oh, I was going to say, would I have advantage? Because I did take an inventory of the ship.
Yes, you did, but it looks like this time Krax has found them.
They're in a box somewhere around here.
Set of woodworking tools. Technically shipwright tools, but yeah.
Alright. Given the right tools and some knowledge of
Are you
water.
proficient with these tools? I need to ask.
No, but they're strong.
Because I actually am somewhat proficient with woodcarver's tools.
Awesome. Wood carving tools.
Well,
Yes,
It's not
woodcarver's tools.
It's not the same as carpenter's tools, though. So this would be more
Fair enough.
shipbuilding. Would be more. Well,
yeah.
there'll be elements of both, I suppose, but still.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What do you need me to do to try to get the pieces we need so we can fix the ship?
Athletics check.
Oh, okay. Double check that. I believe. Yeah, okay. And does it plus 12? 21.
Yep. You start tearing the ship apart. Okie dokie. Is anybody... Well, Seaman Key has already said that they're going ahead of the other crew, of the undead crew. going back to the
You
ship.
can stick around.
It's up to you. I was about to ask who would be hanging back with Cracks and helping him to remove and carry planks.
I would be helping with that, because I can actually polymorph and just carry everything if he needs it.
Cool.
I need a copy of Seaman Key's sheet.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't know what his strength is like, but I don't think it's extremely high. I think it's decent.
Seaman Key.
In between and the right.
Look who I still have a picture of.
Batman. Oh, Fox! He's so cuddly and adorable.
Sure.
I just want to pet him.
I miss Fox.
Me too.
Too bad someone ruined him for me forever.
He can come back. It's fine.
No, but the pain's too deep.
Silly.
Frack.
Silly. Anyway, so you're the two of you, Craxon and Lila, are taking the ship apart and carrying bits. The undead Captain Bill, and his crew, led by Seaman Key, are heading to the Catspaw. What's Forces up to right now?
All the undead have left the ship.
Yes.
With the treasure.
Carrying
Yes.
the treasure.
Yes, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. Just before he leaves, he wants to quickly dive into the captain's cabin.
Just before the captain leaves? Or before Forces leave? Okay.
Like before Forces decides to leave the ship.
Okay.
And he wants to investigate some of the books and maps that may be in there to try and figure out the places that these people may have gone.
It looks like most of the maps and particularly the maps and books, anything of importance, has already been packed up and carried out of there.
That's what I want. Okay, that's fine. Just comes back out and catches up with Captain Bill. And he's going to join Captain Bill on his journey back to the ship.
So did everything turn out the way you expected?
I mean, I'm still here, so can't complain yet.
You seem to be the kind of man that searches for opportunity wherever it comes his way. Am I right?
Not always, but if one presents itself, I usually jump on it.
And what sort of things would you be looking for? Wealth? Power? Eternal life?
I don't really know. I kind of just get the feeling in the moment. Like, for example, just shifts parts of his body to be like, just gestures to his crow features. This was an opportunity I never expected. I can turn into a crow. Points to his white wings. This was another opportunity. I prayed to a dead god, brought them back to life.
A dead god?
Well, a long forgotten god.
And what god would that be? Don't believe I've heard of that one.
Hang on.
Insert name here.
Eardry.
Yardry.
Yes, the goddess of winged elves.
Interesting. Rings a strange bell.
Well, depending on how long ago you were originally alive, Captain, then
I'm not rightly sure how long we've even been on this island. If you can call it an island.
yes, and I suppose you stop keeping count when you don't need to.
Yeah. What does it matter how many years have passed? When there is no death coming for you.
Exactly.
So, I have a feeling that you arranged things as they are because you sense another opportunity.
Well, everyone told me this island didn't exist. They told me the map that I was following was fake, and that there was no island here. I followed my gut feeling anyway, and here we are. An island with treasure and a pirate. I told you my intentions to steal your treasure because, well, to be honest, you kind of threw me off with the fact that you were still in there and you could talk.
That's fair. It's not often that we come across an honest man in my line of work.
It's rare for me too. It's the first time in a long time. Truth is not my normal face, but I've been a changed man recently. And then,
Why is that?
well, my whole life started as a lie. Little ones, here and there, they didn't hurt anyone, and they never changed anything. But they got bigger and bigger until one day, well, they got me in a bit of trouble.
Well, I already like this story. What happened then?
Well, then I hid.
You
And then I hid. I used to claim to be a part of a pirate crew that I would never remember of.
I see. And how did this old crew feel when they discovered the lie you'd been telling about them?
Not great. Luckily, I never had to deal with the captain or any of the main members, but the rest of the crew made their thoughts pretty clear.
I see.
And that path led me down to where I am now. I ran into a prince. He made me realize that being more honest, not fully truthful, but being honest could sometimes lead me to the right situation.
Is that so? Sounds like he was quite a man.
Well, indeed he was. And then that leads us to here, where I met you, and you threatened to kill me. I didn't particularly want to die. So leads us to this situation we are in now, and well, whatever benefits come of it, I'm sure that's what was meant.
Are you a pious man, then, Forces?
Absolutely not. I called on the aid of the gods once, and I will. I mean, you can't exactly not share a belief with a god when you see them directly.
That may be true.
But they didn't want anything of me, and I think I don't particularly owe them anything.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure of that. You see, gods have long memories and even longer lives. Now, if you're lucky, by the time they think of a favor you could pay them, you'll be long dead.
Well, the way I see it, I'm the reason they're back.
I wonder if they're grateful or angry for that.
That's true. I suppose I don't know the way that they think.
None of us can truly know the whims of the gods.
Well, again, another situation that I just need to simply see what the outcome is. I'm extremely lucky, you know. That's what I've been told.
Clearly.
And I'm sure meeting you will benefit me greatly.
Oh, I'm sure it will. You and your entire crew, I'm sure. So while he's nattering with Captain Bill,
Yes.
what's everyone else up to? Well, I know that I know the Cracks and Lila are likely still disassembling the ship. But
Yeah. Would you like me to make any more rolls to see how successful we
sure, do another strength with advantage because you're getting help.
I was going to say. Or you hear Lila from the background. Shit, a splinter!
27. Yeah, that's good.
I think we're making good progress.
I think you're making good progress too. What is Seaman Key doing?
So, did he go up ahead or did he stay with the crew?
I mean, you're a monkey. You could scramble back and forth through the tree limbs several times, probably. Well,
yeah, that might actually be what he's doing. Occasionally, you guys might hear a rustle in the trees, and if you look up, maybe see a monkey.
Mm-hmm. In which case, you probably wouldn't be spending too much time listening to this conversation, because you'd be impatiently running back and forth.
You would probably get snippets, but just snippets of the conversation.
Snippets.
He's basically checking on both groups anxiously.
Both groups being the people on board the Catspaw, as well as the people on their way to it.
Basically all three groups. Catspaw, then the travelling group, and then the group at the boat.
Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run.
You occasionally hear nervous monkey clicks in the trees.
Okay. In the meantime,
Yeah, you just hear a nervous sea monkey in the trees.
Okay. Well, Captain Karanch prepares for the arrival of his undead guests. It doesn't take long. Well, it takes a while for everybody to get back to the Catspaw, especially those who are salvaging bits from the old ship. But once you're yeah, so Bill and Jeremiah Carunch greet each other warmly, shaking hands. There's a little bit of a perhaps it's Bill's mistake, who knows, but when Jeremy brings up his right hand to shake the Bill also brings up his right hand and goes to grab the outside of Jeremiah's right hand, and Jeremiah laughs and goes, "Nah, I'm not like that," and shakes Bill's right with his left. Oh, my mistake. I assumed with the tiger stripes that... No, that's different Captain Carunch. That was my grandfather. Yeah. Oh, really? Well, either way, pleasure to be aboard, Captain. Whereabouts should my... Where can I call my abode? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you can use Commander Darius's old cabin. He's not going to be using it anymore. May I ask why?
He'll be deeply missed.
If you want, I'm sure Forces would gladly tell you the details of Commander Darius's final battle against the Aboleth. Right?
It was an honorable fight. He sacrificed himself for the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Still brings a tear to my eyes.
Would this be a performance from Forces?
Go for it. Do a performance check, Forces.
If you really wanted it to be a performance, okay.
I know you got a plus 15. Let's see it.
What a 30.
30, fuck! Where'd the 1d4 come from?
Guidance myself.
You guidance yourself, just for good measure. Fair enough.
I think you've missed your calling as a politician, Forces.
You missed Forces beating a guy, beating the one and only might that he has is from a performance competition.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I shall get settled in then. Once my articles are in place, feel free to make use of my men. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. And Bill excuses himself and allows himself to be directed to Commander Darius's cabin. His entourage follows, of course. And by the time they're done decorating, as it were, I imagine Craxian and Lila will be coming with their timbers.
Pull!
Wait, you're a T-Rex right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
So it should be more like rawr.
I'm thinking more of me just coming out as just the scene from Jurassic Park. One sec. Bursting out the trees.
Actually, roll intimidation. That might scare Seaman Keith.
Okay, not the one I wanted, but...
That's great.
Forces will greet them onto the ship. Help. He started acting as an ambassador between the normal crew and the undead crew. Forces has decided he's going to be the liaison. Liaison between Captain Bill and Captain Crunch.
Between the living crew and the dead crew.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Anyway,
I just sit down,
How could this possibly go wrong?
Captain Bill's a experienced sailor and has a lot he could teach Forces.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
like how to lie better and not get caught.
I don't think there's anything else he could teach him on that score, actually. But what he could teach him, for example... Where is it? There you are. He could, for example, teach Forces...
Fireball!
How to use a form of dread, for example.
He can teach Forces how to become a necromancer.
Warlock of the Undead.
No thanks.
You can teach me how to be a great pirate, where to find all the treasure.
Mm-hmm.
How to
Sorry, did
live
you just say
forever.
a great parrot? Did you just say a great parrot or
He-
pirate?
He meant pirate. We know he meant pirate. Anyway.
Wait, you find a big enough pirate you can sit on his shoulder.
Anywho,
Just some bloke sitting on his shoulder saying, "What? Piece of the right."
What? I didn't kill him.
All right.
Yes.
So, so you arrive with the timbers, and Captain Crunch says, "Are you in need of some assistance there?"
You just see me turn around, just open my drawer, just lift it onto the deck. Just, boom.
That's not where we need it, but thanks.
I just whack my tail like a freaking dog, just happiness, just yay, praise.
Yes,
Seaman Key, shuffle over to the T-Rex and, try and pet it.
You gonna try and pet the
Eve.
T-Rex?
Okay. If you can get high enough charisma as me as a T-Rex, I'll allow it.
You want me to roll charisma?
I was like, Andy, what would you say? Because I'm a fucking T-Rex right now.
Persuasion or animal handling if you're really into T-Rex mode. Like if you're fully committing to the bit and you are a wild beast, it would be animal handling.
Okay, animal handling. I have a -1.
Yeah, this is gonna be
is gonna
great.
be fun.
Nah, one.
You know what? Because I never use it. Take a bardic inspiration.
Yay!
-1 plus.
It's a D8.
Clown shoes, all of you.
It'll end up really well or really bad.
Yep. 18. Nice.
Seaman Key gets to successfully pet the T-Rex.
You know when you see dogs when they're happy, they bang one leg on the floor.
Yes. When you get the, when you get just the right spot. Yes.
Yeah. You just see that from a T-Rex just...
Okay. I don't know.
Nice, Christella. Nice, Christella.
Lila.
Lila.
No, sorry. Nice, Lila. Nice,
Christella
Lila.
is gone! She left us!
She loves
Nice,
us.
Anyway.
nice, Lila. Nice, Lila. Don't eat the monkey.
All right, let's get some people to start fixing the ship. I don't. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you
yes,
have
Captain Bill. Or
the. Yeah, that was Crunch, but the Revenant crew do come out and follow Captain Crunch's directions and help to fix the prow of the ship, along with Lila and Cracks.
I
Cool.
will use mage hands to hold a bucket of a bucket.
Probably tar, pitch. You're gonna need it.
Yes.
I will be using my paint.
Why?
Who needs tar? I'll just paint it on.
Okay, so you're going to use your marvelous pigments to make the ship watertight?
No, no, that wouldn't work, would it?
No!
because
Yeah.
paint can still be. Yeah.
We're gonna use
Yeah.
the actual color, and yeah, we're just gonna keep.
Use the pitch!
Yep. Cool. How long does this take us?
Hours.
Ugh.
Hours and hours.
You're doing great, lads. Did anyone know where I can get some more lemonade?
Lemonade.
If you don't get your butt down here and lend a hand, lemonade is the last thing you're going to be worrying about.
Fine. I just put my glass down and come downstairs to help.
Where did you get the
Forces-
lemonade from?
Magnificent mansion.
You wouldn't be able to bring it out of the mansion. Would you?
No, but I didn't say I left the mansion while drinking it.
Forces would take the opportunity and head in to keep Captain Bill, Commander Bill,
Captain.
entertained.
Yeah, I suppose technically he's the commander of the. He's the number one. By agreement. He's the second in command. The first mate. Yeah, that's the one. So anyway,
Yeah,
you go to chat to Bill. Yeah.
Yeah, and tell him the rest of his life story.
Seaman Key will be pacing up and down the ship, anxiously grabbing whatever the builders need, occasionally checking in to make sure Forsus hasn't had his soul sucked.
Remember when I said that time becomes meaningless when death isn't coming?
Yes.
This story feels like it's taking forever.
Well, Cliff Notes then. Cliff Notes, I understand. Cliff Notes. I don't know who my dad is. I've told a guy who's a mayor of a town and also a genie that he might be my dad. Don't know. Possibly. Who knows? Yeah, just does a Cliff Notes version.
What do you know of your father?
He's not an elf. And he used to sail the seas.
He used to sail the seas. How long ago?
What's this?
And I'm assuming your mother is an elf, yes?
Yes, my mother's an elf. I'm 200 years old, so
It's possible then. I've taken many a lover on shore leave. Perhaps you are my own whelp.
not impossible.
Not indeed. You feel you were
You
drawn
see-
to me. You feel that the fates brought you to me, yes? You've said as much yourself.
Well, it's just like any of the other things that I've stumbled into. I get a feeling in it, and I follow it.
Perhaps that feeling was meant to bring you to me. Perhaps you are my long-lost son.
Question: if Seaman Key hears this, he can help with some insight and stuff.
By all means, insight check to see if you think that Bill is being forthright.
Papa?
Papa, can you hear me?
Mother.
Wanna build a snowman.
Wait, is it a 6? I think it's a 6.
Your insight's a +6.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to succeed with this roll. 14?
14. Let me check something.
I mean, Seaman Key was smart enough to work out Kitty was related to the captain.
Yes. How good is the deception that you're rolling against? Pretty good. Forces, your passive insight's also a 14. You both get the impression that Bill is saying what he feels he is basically taking advantage
Yes.
of an opportunity.
Yes.
But Seaman Key acting like he hasn't clocked on to the deception, because it's probably been seen as he's inciting, will just kind of go, no, you guys, Forces doesn't bear, like, the skeletal structure. There's no resemblance to that.
You don't have the same bone structure.
Well, one is a corpse, and the other is alive. Give it time.
What race does this guy look like he used to be?
Human.
Yeah, no, Forces doesn't have any human in him.
Doesn't he?
His mama did, though.
Ah!
No, his mother's an elf.
Yes, and Forces is half elf.
Yes. So he's like, I mean, elf bones and human bones do look very similar, but, no.
I mean, I do have to agree a little bit with
You do right to
See,
doubt,
like-
you do right to doubt my sincerity. I am not an honest man, but you do have to admit there is a chance.
Hey, I told the first elemental guy that I ever saw that he could be my dad. So
You're sure that they're an elemental?
no, but they're definitely free spirited, and they're a sailor, and well, high magical, because well, they led to me being able to do this and just float slightly and land. Honestly, if I ever find out, it'll probably be quite some time from now.
Well, still got plenty of time.
You be, helping with the ship, Thorsus?
I am helping. I'm keeping the commander entertained.
You're avoiding work again.
There is no need to keep me entertained. I am used to long years of nothing to do.
And look, it's been a very busy and long day for our guest here. I assume he wants some time to settle in.
I'll set about the watch.
Come on, I'm sure we'll find your daddy one day.
We'll take up his spot back in his crow's nest.
Why do I have to work? He's hiding up there.
I'm on watch.
From what?
Don't tempt the fates.
Yeah.
He's ridiculously lucky. Knowing him, he will spot something.
Am I to assume that the reason why you wanted young forces there to go back to work is because you wanted a private word with me yourself?
Not really. It's all hands on deck at the moment. Why, did you want to ask me a question or something?
I am a little curious about what ye actually are. You look like a seal mated with a pygmy.
I'm a mammal mixed with a squid. My fur is going to adapt to swimming in the ocean, and hence the seal.
Well, do you remember wherein you came from?
I don't know where my dad got me from. I could have been born on his island for all I know. Or I could be from the Pride Lands. It doesn't really matter to me.
You're not even the...
I mean, I wonder, but it's not the end of the world if I don't find out.
You're not even the slightest bit interested?
Probably from the Pride Lands.
The Pride Lands.
Mm-hmm.
The continent of beasts.
Yeah.
That might be possible.
Don't know where else a monkey would come from.
What if I told you that there was an island occupied entirely by apes? That they ran their culture independently? Smart buggers, they are. Outweighed me and my crew a few times. Of course,
who knows?
My crew aren't exactly the smartest.
Insight check.
Even when they were alive. We're not going to Skull Island.
Skull Island. Skull Island. I want to meet Kong.
No, you don't.
20. 6 again. I want to know if he's just trying to get me to like him. 14.
He seems to be being sincere.
Okay, so there's a turtle island and a monkey island. Cool.
Yes, there's a Monkey Island. And right next to it is Monkey Island 2.
Electric
Okay.
Boogaloo.
No,
Coolios.
that's not the name of the game.
Well, thanks for that bit of information. Okay. I'll let you settle in. Enjoy. I need to go get another bucket of peat.
Bucket of okay.
Tar.
Yes. Pitch.
Yeah, pitch. Hey, Belt, your favorite monkey is coming down again.
Oh,
He yells as he trots away, closing the door with his tail behind him.
why can't you all just leave me alone?
Because we need pitch to fix up the ship, and those undead guys dropped half a bucket.
Why on earth did I ever become a sailor?
You don't have to stay a sailor, you know. You are the best quartermaster out there, though.
I have been at sea for so long that if I stay on land for too long, the ground feels like it's shifting beneath my feet and I feel dizzy.
Who wants to stay on land?
Exactly. My legs are sea legs, and there's no other home for me anymore.
Anyway, do you have any more pitch?
Of course, we've got more pitch. The undead buggers even brought some from their own ship.
That's good.
Don't trust them wankers.
I don't.
Mark my words, they're up to something.
I do not trust them, but I can't sneak in closer and use detect thoughts.
I doubt they have any thoughts to detect.
Their captain strikes me as kind of suspicious.
Quite so. Keep both eyes on that one.
Aye, aye, Phelps. Thanks for the pitch.
You're welcome,
Hopefully they
I
haven't dropped it.
suppose. Sorry?
Hopefully they haven't knocked over another bucket of, Would they also, be using nails?
Yes. Yes, there would be nails involved.
Okay, let's hope they haven't knocked over another bucket of nails. And he'll trot up.
Upon you saying that, you just hear a box of nails drop. Sorry!
For goodness sake!
Oh my god.
One of the Revenant crew just casually pulls nails back out of his feet. Completely unfazed.
Sorry. Every time he puts one in the box, sorry.
They better not have ended up in the water.
No, just in his foot.
But
The upside is we know they're sharp.
You dropped the nails on the poor guy's foot. If he was alive, that would have really hurt.
And he just dropped whatever this black stuff is on me. And it's in my hair.
You're covered in tar?
He's got not like head to toe, it's like partly on my coat, my hair just
That wouldn't
blobs. It's like,
that wouldn't just be annoying. This stuff has to go on hot.
I know. She's trying her hardest not to scream right now.
Don't you have prestidigitation? Make it go away.
Yes.
Wait, I'm just gonna check. Do I? Because I don't know.
If you'd got someone.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You'd taken
That's
5
better.
points of fire damage before, burn damage before you got it off you.
Seaman Key's just going to hold the bucket of tar from now on. Using Mage Hand.
Can we just put it on a hook on the wall?
What wall? You're working on a ship from the outside.
I'm gonna put another hole in the ship. Are you... Blah,
Anyway, so After many Laurel and Hardy-like incidents, you eventually get the ship patched up and ready to sail.
Well, that was the job well done.
Probably sunset by the time it gets patched up.
Yes. It is getting a little dark.
Oh, it's probably not a good idea to set sail when it's dark.
You might be right, says Karunch. Perhaps we'll sleep tonight and set sail in the morning.
Yeah.
If you need me, I'll be in my mansion.
Yeah. Too tired to even climb the ropes or whatever.
You're always welcome to spend the night. We have 50 Shades of Blue.
Rexian Misty step up to the deck of the pool.
Is that is 50 Shades of Blue like a comedically rude version of 50 Shades of Grey?
Brokeback Mountain crossed with 50 Shades of Grey.
Fucking hell, okay.
Stumbles into the mansion and collapses on the first available bed and falls asleep.
Don't you have a copy of the Starving Games in there?
Yeah.
We have Diet Warriors. Is that good enough?
It'll do. But I'm gonna take first watch.
You're in a house. What are you watching out for?
There's no need to go on watch when you're in the mansion. The only people who can get in are those who have been invited by Lila, and I'm assuming they are not going to invite any of the undead.
I'm inviting all the living crew inside, and all the dead can stay out there.
That might be for the best. But I'm guessing the captain as well.
Yeah, well, unless he's no longer part of the living crew.
Captain Jeremiah Karunch. No, he's still alive for the moment.
Hey, do you have a monkey-sized fish tank?
You didn't write that on what you needed. You just have a bed.
I wanted... Is there at least a bathtub in there somewhere?
Yes, there's a bathtub. Every room has a bathtub. Do you think I am an animal?
Number one, I feel offended by that. Animals are not savages.
You just asked for a fish tank to sleep in.
That doesn't make them a savage, but okay.
Number two, I will sleep in bathtub because I like the water.
Because down it's better down where it's wetter.
So Seaman Key can now move like an extra 40 feet in water.
An extra 40 feet?
Yeah, that's due to his warlock levels. So I assume he likes water just a little bit more.
Just to let you know, Seaman Key, the bathtub isn't 40 feet long. It's just a bathtub. You can't swim in it.
I just want to sleep in it.
Every room does come with a rubber duck, though.
So what's for dinner?
The rubber duck.
Let's see. We have chicken, veal. What else? Deer. Pretty much whatever you want, really.
What is deer?
Venison. He means venison.
Yeah, I don't know if Seaman Key would know what venison or a deer is if he spent his whole life as he.
Oh, you've missed out.
Where's the fish?
Where's the fish? You want fish?
Garçon! Fish, please.
Craxian falls asleep with a freaking roasted fish in his mouth. Just.
How does it feel to not have to cook for a change?
I never cook. I live here.
I meant the ship's death.
Oh, you're assuming he's in there?
Yeah. I thought the whole crew was in there because
Well,
there
no,
were undead
they
on the
were-
ship that could murder
okay.
us and not sleep.
They were invited.
They were invited. That doesn't mean that they are there. Is that right?
Okay.
Okay.
Are there any bananas?
Yes, there's bananas. I literally just opened the door to the dining room. It's just wall-to-wall food. Ta-da!
Seaman Key's now going.
I was expecting everyone from the ship to turn up. We over-prepared.
Let's have the silver show up because it's funny.
Oh, welcome.
Well
Welcome.
then.
Dinner's
What's
on the left.
Oh, okay. I don't need to cook.
No cooking. Dinner's already served.
Huh. Well, that's new.
It's why I gave everyone the option while we're on the ship. I thought might as well be nice. Provide food, decent bedding.
This is a little strange. The floor doesn't move.
We can make it move if you like.
Not sure.
You don't even have to walk if you don't have to. You can sit on a chair and I can have the servants carry you.
No, that's too much. I am just a humble cook. I don't need to be paraded around like lords.
While you're here, you'll be treated as a god. They will do anything for you.
Anything you say.
Well, except kill.
Oh.
But I think the female staff will sleep with you if you ask. Just give him a little nudge at the side.
With these translucent people.
Could be worse.
I could be a mermaid that's actually a giant fish. Yes.
Yeah.
You haven't done that, have you? Mistaken a giant fish for a mermaid?
All I can say is that she was gorgeous when I went to bed with her. When I woke up the next day, I had a hangover and there was a giant carp in the bed next to me.
I just stare at him like for a solid minute there, like.
Could have sworn she was an elf.
By any chance was she in a fishmonger's when you found her?
No. It was an island.
Huh.
Of course, that's
Anywhere
before,
nearby?
That's before I lost my limbs.
I think someone either had a bit too much fun with a polymorph spell or some kind of illusions.
Or the more likely event, too much to drink.
Well, I do like to drink, I'm afraid.
And all that will be provided here. You're even free to vomit on the floor.
Very well.
You got any fun sailor stories?
Oh yeah, plenty from our youth. That's going back a few years now.
Come on, Captain, you're not old.
I want to put you a day over 25.
You think you're okay?
You're talking to the Silver, not the captain.
The cook, yeah,
I know.
Silver the cook.
She's being polite.
But she called him captain.
No,
I said I wouldn't
assume
put you a
that
day
the
over
captain
25.
was in here as well.
Oh, so you are talking to the captain?
Yeah, I assumed he was in here as well. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I was talking as the Silver the cook, so you confused me.
Sorry.
Okay. I know the voices get similar sometimes. I'm sorry. I try to make them distinct, but I only have a certain number of accents. Anyway.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
And pirate talk is all pirate talk. You know.
Yeah.
So someone's got
We're
to
chipping to get you a
Sailor.
chapter voice system.
Maybe. Anyway. But I've been around a while. It's been fun. Served on many a ship. In my youth, I wasn't a cook. Started out as a cabin boy.
Well, you have to work your way up from somewhere.
Indeed. Start at the bottom, as they say. Sometimes it's the captain's bottom. But that's another story.
No, I'm more interested in this story. It's better than my 50 Shades of Blue. And I just tossed the book over my shoulder. Go on.
I'd rather actually talk about that elf that I met, honestly. People, as I say, well, I woke up the next day and there was a fish in my bed, but I still think that she was playing some kind of prank on me. She did have a curiously mischievous nature, that one. Was a little bit of an outcast from the rest of her clan, too. She insisted.
How many years ago would you say this was?
Oh, maybe about 200.
What, the silver was a human?
He looks human.
How old's Forces?
200.
How would you feel if you found out you had a son?
From a fish. Yeah, right.
No, from this elf. How would you feel about this?
Well, it would certainly answer my questions. Like, I would know for sure that that she weren't a fish when I slept with her. Like
Kitty, I will
was
pay
very
you
drunk.
200 gold to let me tell Forces. Let me tell him, please.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
I will buy
I'm
you
not gonna
fruit
say
for the
it
rest
out
of your
loud.
life. I will buy you fruit for the rest of your life.
18.
Yeah, I saw that you got an 18. I mean, he's just telling a story. You can tell that in the original telling of the story, he was doubtful whether or not, like, despite his conviction that she had been a beautiful woman, you know, he's he's lived 2 centuries since with the knowledge that he woke up next to a fish, and has been in 2 minds about the whole thing ever since.
I'm trying to figure it out, like, appearance-wise. Is there any family resemblance?
Forces spends most of his time as a half freaking raven.
Hey, Forces, can you show your beautiful face, please? Your non-feathered beautiful face.
Forces, what colour is your skin naturally?
It's a light blue.
Mm-hmm.
So what colour was this woman's skin?
Light blue, huh?
Forces is in the crow's nest. He's not in the
This is true.
mansion.
Yeah,
gonna
Seaman Key
stick my
will
head out
put
the
his
door.
head out. Climb up. Like, just get in his face.
Can I help?
Food downstairs and rest.
Yeah, food here, and I can sleep here.
The chef's eating with us.
Funny sailor stories.
Okay, I'll come in, I guess.
Hey.
Now, just take a seat here. Forces will sit next to you. You're the guest of honor.
As you're heading down to the mansion, you overhear a conversation between the 2 captains. If you like, my crew and I can begin to set sail while the rest of you sleep. After all, since we don't need sleep, we could sail through the night and let you all rest. Aye, that sounds like it could be a good plan. Alright, yeah, we may as well.
Insight check. Or detect thoughts, actually. I cast detect thoughts.
On whom?
On the undead captain.
This will end badly.
Roll it.
I love it.
I'm not prying deeper, so he'll only know if I pry deeper.
Well, actually, yeah, that you don't need to roll, but you don't seem to be able to access his mind at all.
Character, dang it, he's got a mind shielding. Insight! Last 6. 24.
Yeah, I mean, as far as you can tell, it's just a conversation between two people where they're agreeing to basically Captain Bill's going to be the night captain and Karunch is going to be the day captain.
People don't talk nowadays. That's sus.
I'm trying to get the vibe of the undead captain. Like, is he going to take us to some spooky island and leave us there? Is he going to take us to where we do not want to go?
He doesn't give any indication in this conversation that he's going to do any of those things. It's not like...
Okay, so you see Seaman Key just look in that direction, look slightly frustrated, and walk into the mansion.
Alright. So
Also occasionally looking at forces.
Okay. You're back in the mansion. De Silver's moved on to stories of a lost treasure.
I'm begging you, do not talk about treasure in front of forces. Remember what happened last time we looked for treasure? I'm begging you, please.
Forces is going to come into the thing, into the mansion. He's going to lie on one of the mattresses, like thinking, "Oh, this will be fine. I'm just going to lie here, be comfortable." But this is the first time he's laying a proper bed in a long time. So he's like, as soon as he lies down and is comfortable for more than a second, he goes to sleep.
And when you're unconscious, you resume your humanoid form, yes?
Yes, he's going into his normal elven form, but that also gives me a good opportunity to run, as I need to be up at 5 o'clock.
Oh, you need to leave? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
Go on, please find out whether De Silva is somehow his dad, and find out what he actually is.
Okay.
You're daddy's boy.
Would that still be insight, or would it be medicine?
I'd go perception.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can just literally do a perception or investigation to examine his face while he sleeps. And then...
Which one are you better at? I'll do the other one.
I am great at investigation, famous last words.
I'll do perception then.
So you both... Why are you staring your shipmate in the face while he sleeps?
I haven't seen him when he's not feathery, and I just poke him in the face.
Oh, right, yeah, I suppose that is a novelty.
11 and 17.
Can I use lucky to re-roll that?
To re-roll the 11? Sure, if you want
Yes.
to.
As we're about to have a long rest, I'm not really going to be losing anything. I did 2 better!
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. What time should I set an alarm
Night,
for
Ellen.
tomorrow?
Looks the Ellen.
What time do you need to be at?
Come on, I need to be in there at 11, but I was going to maybe get a bath quick before I go.
So, 8?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. I'll see you up there, hon.
Okay.
So, yes.
So what does a 17 tell me?
That. I mean, you were commenting on the bone structure before.
Yes.
Forces' cheekbones do seem remarkably similar to De Silva's.
I will pay you any amount of money to let me tell him. I'm begging you.
Tell him what?
Just because they bear a strong resemblance doesn't necessarily mean he could be an uncle for all I know.
Still family.
By the way, previously when you seen De Silva in the galley, his skin always glistened wetly as if he was sweating, which made sense because he was in a hot kitchen. But now he's not, and yet his skin still glistens like he's just come out of the water.
Please, let me tell him. Please, I'm begging you. I will buy you food for the rest of your life.
A closer look at the silver, like get up in
You're
his
gonna get up in his
face.
face? Yeah, sure.
Yes.
That's rude!
Okay.
What do you think you're doing?
Hold on a moment. 30. Did I screw up that roll?
You did screw up the
It's
roll.
20 plus 12! You did 20 plus 12!
You did not make that a D20 roll, you just added 20 and 12.
15.
15.
Yeah.
The eyes are unmistakably identical to Force's. They're the color of the ocean. Sorry?
Is it what you think it is?
Is it what you think?
Please let me tell them. Please don't let me tell them, Key. Please, I'm begging you, please.
Emerald green.
I will buy you
eyes.
bananas.
Stephen Key's just going to walk away, like from both of them, and like just ponder a moment. He's not sure if he should tell anyone.
I will tell them. I will buy you more fruit than you can imagine. Just let me tell them, please. Please. I'm begging you.
Tell him what?
I will do message to.
You're not going to tell them anyway. Guess what? You have a kid!
He's asleep. He's completely he's snoring away. There's nothing you can do to rouse him.
Who said I was selling forces?
Oh, you're telling De Silva that he's got a kid. Yeah, doy.
You got a kid! Congratulations! And I just gestured to forces.
Seriously, you expect him to
For
think
being able to. I have a knack for being able to tell when folks are related for some reason. And you and Forces look a lot alike, and you have exactly the same eyes.
And you're both ruggedly handsome. Don't forget that.
To be fair, both of you have a weird sense of charm about you.
A lot of water genasi have green eyes. What does that prove?
Your eyes and Forces' eyes are like exactly the same. And I'm guessing you're half sea elf, half human?
No, I'm a water genasi. I just said.
And you did say you slept with a mermaid who was an outcast.
I slept with
That
an elf.
sounds like something Forces' mother would do.
Ta-da!
You're sure he's my son?
Yep.
We can find someone to do a DNA test.
What the heck is a DNA test?
Tell us if your blood's the same as his. I think.
That sounds like witchcraft to me.
I'm sorry, I can throw an orb of fire across a room and telling two blood types is odd.
Magic and witchcraft is not the... Yeah, anyway. I can do magic. It's in my blood.
There's a simple way to find out.
Oh, yeah?
What's his mum look
for
like?
magic as well.
How am I supposed to know what his mother looks like?
You were convinced yourself of a mermaid. I'm sure you'd remember some details.
I remember what she looked like. I have no way of knowing. It wasn't a mermaid. It was an elf.
Yeah, but I'm just going by what he said.
He said elf.
You do
Hold on,
detect
hold on.
thoughts.
Let me draw something. Let me draw her and see if we recognise her.
Right. All right. Roll performance to see how good your sketch is.
I'm gonna say, why not? This is gonna end up well. I'm gonna assist her in this, as I am an artist. I'm gonna assist her.
I am proficient in performance, but I do appreciate the assist. 20 plus 7. Oh, sugar.
Error.
I pressed the wrong thing.
Error.
Exclamation mark.
Oh god, what's that roll?
20 plus 7. ADV. 13.
That's not your greatest.
Can I use lucky to
No.
re-roll that?
Sure.
Key, you got a lucky. Use it.
Okay, do I still have advantage?
So technically, the way that... No. So Lila rolls an additional d20 and then decides which d20 roll gets used.
So I don't have my performance to this one.
No, you just roll a d20.
We're using yours, kiddie.
Can't. Seaman key.
Key.
Key, sorry.
And you said Crack says he just passed... You said that Crack's just passed out on a bed, yes?
Yeah. I mean, I figure he's been doing a lot of strenuous
Yeah. So
work.
was Lila, but Lila's acting like it was nothing.
In fairness, she's been caught drinking lemonade and being quite lazy during all this.
I am guessing that the living room is next to the dining room, and for some reason you put beds in the living room.
I've got beds everywhere. I was expecting the entire crew to come in.
There isn't much of the entire crew left. You're pretty much like your party plus 4 others. 5 if you include the captain is the entire crew.
Yeah.
So yeah, 13.
Well, it looks a little like her, but you know, once you've seen one elf woman, they do kind of blend in together, especially after 2 centuries. You might be onto something though. I'd have to see it.
Oh. That could simply be arranged. Do you know where she lives?
Yeah, a little island near Iowa.
Near Awa, you say?
Yeah, aren't we going to be passing Iowa again at some point, Captain?
He's not here.
We'll probably be passing Iowa and the little island nearby at some point.
Well, if we
We
do.
can-
Could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Now.
Should I paint a mustache on him?
Yes.
do not paint a... Oh, you mean on forces?
Hey, he's asleep. Why not?
Yeah. Could be.
Do you want to have some fun? I just offer paintbrushes to everyone.
Wait,
Be fun.
can you paint like anything with those paints?
As long as it's not living. Yeah.
Oh. Damn. I was kind of wondering if you could paint me a larger knob.
I could paint one on you. I don't know if it would work, though.
Yeah. Better not risk it, eh?
Yeah. What happens if I paint Forces' mouth shut? What would happen?
Please don't do that. I say as I begin painting a mustache and putting it on Fraxian.
I'm giving him glasses.
You'd paint it directly onto his face and they would become real. And
Yeah. Glasses, bigger eyebrows.
bushy eyebrows.
There are 3 people who are probably not sleeping watching Craxian.
Watching Craxian?
I do have my servants.
Yeah, they're not painting you, they're painting Forces.
He's fell asleep in
I
front
was
of us.
totally gonna try and paint Craxian until his kitty grabs at me.
Until his kitty growls. Yeah. Good shout.
I'm going to paint his fingernails next. You're just going to see Eli just going a bit mad, just painting every bit of Forces she can find. There, nice pink fingernails, glasses, mustache, eyebrows.
Not the eyebrows. Don't ruin the eyebrows.
She's already painted the eyebrows bushier.
Oh.
We're going to draw him a 5-pack, but it's for some reason it's going to stop partly on one side.
Yeah,
We'll confuse the shit out of him.
Yeah, a 5-pack, not a 6-pack. Yeah, I get it.
We're going to confuse the shit out of him when we're done.
Are you making him more buff?
No. Think about it.
I'm giving him a 5-pack, not a 6-pack.
So the
It's
muscle,
going to be...
so the muscle grouping will be lopsided.
Oh, that's mean.
He'll be
Can I have a
fine.
6-pack?
Also important thing short of a 6-pack, so you know.
I'm gonna draw on the last one. At least give him his 6-pack.
Fine. And on this back I'm writing, Seaman Key was here.
And kick me.
No, that's going to have that pain in the back of his head. It's like one shaved at the back of his head painting this.
Oh, dear
Yes.
God.
My newest masterpiece is complete.
Well,
I call it.
I've seen people wake up with new tattoos, but that's a new one.
What do you think? Be honest. I think it's some of my best work.
I think I'm gonna sleep in the galley. Good night, folks.
Oh, you're fine. Nighty night. Now, let's make his shoe size one size smaller.
You can't do that.
No, that's like the last thing he hears when he's leaving the room.
Okay.
Oh,
So
Could you paint me a banana?
there's bananas on the table.
you could paint the banana to look like a different banana.
I'm gonna paint the banana red just to confuse her.
It's a cherry banana.
I was thinking strawberry myself. There you go.
Seaman Key eats it. Nom.
It tastes like strawberry.
Do the snozzberries taste like snozzberries? Okay.
Could you paint me a little
I was gonna-
bed that has water in it?
Could you paint me like one of your French girls?
Can we leave it there, please? I'm just that line.
Well, yeah, it's probably a good point to put a pin in it because we kind of need. We're down to
I was
three.
like, I
Sorry?
need to make notes on what we've done to Forces.
Yeah, so I'll let you long rest. We'll put a
We
pin
appreciate it.
I hope you guys at home have enjoyed this as much as we've enjoyed playing. And if you'd like to join a game, there is a link in the description below to the Games and Geekery Discord server. And there's a link to our website too, so you can see what else we're up to. And in the meantime, no matter what role you play, have a good game.